Here's a harsh truth. Most people will stay broke forever, not because they're unlucky, but because they're playing a rigged game without realizing it. The system teaches you how to earn just enough to survive, not how to build wealth. And the saddest part? Most people will defend that system until the day they die. But a small few see through the illusion, and once you do, there's no going back. Meet Daniel. He did everything right, or at least, that's what he was told. He went to college, got a stable job, worked long hours, and played by the rules. Yet, after 10 years, he looked at his bank account and realized something terrifying. He wasn't getting ahead. His income had grown, but so had his expenses. Every raise disappeared before he even saw it. Daniel wasn't lazy or irresponsible. He was trapped in a system designed to keep him comfortable, not free. He thought he was climbing the ladder, but the ladder was leaning against the wrong wall. And that's when he decided to break the cycle. He stopped chasing promotions and started chasing ownership of his time, his skills, and his income. Within 5 years, his life looked completely different. Daniel didn't get lucky, he got aware. And once you become aware, you can't unsee it. The first reason most people stay broke forever is because they're trapped in what I call the comfort prison. It feels safe, but it's deadly. Comfort convinces you that small progress is enough, that as long as you have a steady paycheck, a decent apartment, and weekends off, you're doing fine. But comfort kills ambition faster than failure ever will. You stop taking risks. You stop learning. You start defending the very routine that's keeping you average. And slowly, your dreams shrink to fit your income. Here's the truth. Comfort is the enemy of growth. The people who escape financial mediocrity are the ones who stay uncomfortable on purpose. They start projects that scare them. They invest before they feel ready. They learn skills outside their jobs. Most people think the goal is stability, but stability is just stagnation with good branding. You can't build freedom inside your comfort zone. The irony? The longer you stay comfortable now, the more uncomfortable your future becomes. Inflation, layoffs, and debt are waiting for those who settle. But those who embrace a little discomfort today? They're the ones who buy comfort for life. The second reason most people stay broke forever is because they believe in the illusion of hard work. We're told from childhood that the harder you work, the richer you'll become. But if that were true, construction workers and nurses would be millionaires. And they're not. Hard work is honorable, but it's not scalable. You can't multiply hours. The wealthy don't work harder. They work smarter and with leverage. They build systems, not schedules. Most people confuse activity with progress. They wake up early, grind for 10 hours, and think they're building a future, but all they're really doing is trading time for survival. The truth is, effort without direction is just exhaustion. The rich use effort differently. They invest time up front to create systems that work later. Content, businesses, automation, and investments that keep earning even when they rest. So here's the wake-up call. If your income stops when you stop working, you're not building wealth, you're renting your life. True freedom starts when your money works harder than you do. Stop worshipping effort. Start building leverage. Because hard work alone keeps you busy, but never free. The third reason most people stay broke forever is because they fall into the debt trap. It's not just about borrowing money, it's about building a lifestyle that depends on it. Society tells you that credit cards, car loans, and financing plans are normal. They call it financial freedom. But it's actually a cage with golden bars. Debt gives the illusion of wealth, the house, the car, the vacations, but it steals your future to pay for your present. Every payment you owe is a chain attached to your freedom. Here's the truth. The system needs you in debt. It thrives on interest payments, not independence. That's why banks and brands make borrowing feel easy. They want you comfortable, distracted, and permanently paying. The rich use debt differently. They borrow to buy assets that produce cash flow, not liabilities that drain it. A business loan that creates income is smart debt. A car loan that loses value the moment you drive it off the lot? That's financial poison. The fastest way to get ahead isn't by earning more, it's by owing less. Every dollar you don't owe is a dollar you control. And control is the real definition of wealth. The fourth reason most people stay broke forever is because they believe the education lie. We were raised to think school equals success, that a degree guarantees stability, and that the smartest people make the most money. But if that were true, professors would be billionaires. The system was built to produce employees, not entrepreneurs. It teaches you how to follow rules, not how to create opportunities. You spend years memorizing information, but almost no time learning about money, the one skill that determines your entire life. You're taught how to work for money, but never how to make money work for you. The truth is, the most valuable education today is self-education. The internet made knowledge free, yet most people still wait for permission to learn. The people who escape the system don't wait for credentials, they chase competence. They learn skills that solve problems: marketing, sales, investing, communication, coding. Formal education can make you a living, but self-education can make you a fortune. The world doesn't reward diplomas, it rewards result. And the faster you stop waiting for a system to teach you wealth, the faster you start creating it on your own. The fifth reason most people stay broke forever is because of the victim mindset. It's not the economy, the government, or luck that keeps most people poor, it's the belief that they have no control. The moment you think life is happening to you instead of because of you, you've already lost. The victim mindset is seductive. It gives you an excuse. It tells you, it's not your fault, and that feels good, but it kills your progress. Because if you're not responsible, you can't change anything. The wealthy think differently. They take ownership, even of things that aren't their fault. If the market crashes, they study it. If a business fails, they learn from it. Responsibility gives them power, while blame keeps everyone else powerless. The truth is, no one's coming to save you, and that's the best news you'll ever hear. Because the moment you stop waiting for permission, you start creating options. Every person who escaped poverty had one thing in common: they refused to play the victim. They replaced excuses with experiments, complaints with action. And that single decision, to take ownership, changes everything. So now you know the 5 traps that keep most people broke forever: comfort, overwork, debt, false education, and the victim mindset. And here's the hard truth: most people watching this right now will still stay stuck. Not because they can't escape, but because escaping requires responsibility, patience, and discomfort, 3 things most people run from. But here's the twist: the path to freedom isn't complicated. It's just uncomfortable at first. And that's why only a few ever take it. The question is, which side do you want to be on? The side that complains, or the side that creates? Because the system is happy to keep you exactly where you are, until you decide you've had enough. And in a moment, I'll show you exactly how to break out, permanently. Here's the truth: the world doesn't need more hard workers, it needs more owners. People who take control of their time, their money, and their choices. If you want to escape being broke forever, you don't need luck, and you don't need permission. You need to take radical responsibility for your life. Start by rejecting the traps that keep everyone else stuck. Stop chasing comfort, chase growth. Stop working harder, start working smarter. Use debt only to build assets, never to buy status. Forget the idea that school will make you rich. Start educating yourself about the skills and systems that actually do. And most importantly, stop playing the victim. Every excuse costs you freedom. You are one decision away from rewriting your story. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. The first step is awareness, and the second is action. The truth is, most people will live their entire lives in quiet desperation, blaming systems they never tried to beat. But you're not most people. If you're still watching, it's because a part of you knows you're meant for more, and now you have the roadmap. So here's your challenge. Pick one thing today that moves you closer to freedom, and do it. If this video woke something up inside you, subscribe right now. Because in the next one, I'll show you the step-by-step plan to escape the system for good, and start building the kind of wealth that no one can take away.